Hey guys, how's it going? Boopy doopy, Drackle, and thanks for the resub of 13 months. You must have popped that up as I left because I didn't hear the alert, but I did just leave the room and come back, so I must have just missed it. We're gonna watch the Xbox Direct. Hopefully you guys haven't seen it, but normally I would have streamed it a lot sooner, but we were still on our stream break when this went. But we'll watch it, and then we'll watch the Nintendo Direct after. And that one's pretty short. I looked at it; it's like 30 minutes. I haven't seen it, but I always look to see a time frame. And yeah, but yeah, let's check it out. I have volume on, right? Let's see. I think I kept YouTube volume on. I don't hear anything though. Did I mute it? One sec. I usually mute so that you guys don't get echoes, but is it on? It seems muted. We'd hear sound, right? I must have the site muted. Hold up. Let me just go over here. No, it's unmuted. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Volume on? Yeah. Did they really do this part in silence? They did. They fucked with me there. Okay, anywho. And I gotta turn the fan on. It's like 2 Celsius today. It was 8 earlier. Kind of crazy for there being snow and ice and the roads being pushed back. Tell me if I accidentally have it hitting the mic or something. Should be okay. Probably only run it for a couple of minutes anyway.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
You guys hear it good over there? You need to crank it or what?
Welcome to this world-first look at Forza Horizon 6. I'm Torben Ehlert, design director for Forza Horizon, and I can't
Forza
wait
was
to
always
show
the
you
reason I
what
had
the
an
teams at
Xbox.
Playground Games and Turn 10 have been working on.
And I'm Don Arceta, art director for Forza Horizon.
We used to stream Forza a while back. There was
The Horizon Festival is a celebration of beautiful
that was
cars,
like
hit music.
That was like the one and only time I ever streamed with other streamers. But yeah, back in like 2017, 2018, I used to stream Forza. Which one was it? Was it 4 or 5? I think it was 4 because it was a while ago. That was almost 10 years ago, right? Yeah. But yeah, a bunch of us used to stream
And
it
breathtaking
together.
locations around the world. And now we're taking you to the place we've wanted to visit for a very long time. Japan.
We designed a campaign that really focuses on your journey. You don't start as a superstar of the festival or a racing champion or even a rookie. You'll
Been
start
super
out
hot
as
today.
just a tourist
It's
in
like
Japan.
70.
Your first
That
goal is
is.
to join the Horizon Festival by completing the Horizon qualifiers.
It
After
hasn't
that,
been hot
you'll rise
here,
through the
but
ranks,
it's
unlocking wristbands as
like
you complete
we're
races in faster, more
February,
exciting cars.
right? Like it's hot for Canada.
At the end of each round, you must
In
prove you're ready
February.
to move up
But-
by completing spectacular
But it's not like
events
the
to
sun's
unlock
shining
your
out
next
there or
wristband.
anything.
These
Like it,
include classic
well, I guess
Horizon
some days
showcases
it is,
and our
but
new
there's
Horizon
lots of
Rush
snow on the
events,
roads.
where you show off your skills on thrilling obstacle courses, like this one at the docks in Tokyo City. When you finally earn your gold wristband, you get access to Legend Island, an exclusive region of the world with unique events, tracks, and areas to explore. And that will be a true accomplishment.
Our low
Throughout
tonight
that
is
journey,
higher than
all
your
of Japan
current
outside
temperature.
the Horizon Festival is yours to explore
Yeah, my temp,
at your own pace.
realistically,
So, let's talk about
we
the
should
location
hit
we've
the
all
minus.
been waiting for.
Probably before I end. You know,
Japan is the
'cause
ideal
we're just
location for our
barely
biggest,
over,
most
right?
exciting game
It's
yet.
just 2.
Full of beautiful landscapes and stunning contrasts of rural and urban, modern and traditional. This is our
Super jelly.
largest map, full
Right?
of verticality, diverse
I do feel like everyone kind of likes both weather, right? If it's super hot, you want the cold. Like if your friends got the cold weather, you want their weather just for like a day or something, right? And then if it's like super cold, which I feel like not a whole lot of places get the really bad cold, but if you do get it, like, you know, if you're Canadian or live in Alaska or, you know, up north, yeah, then you want like a nice summer day once in a while, right?
biomes, seasonality, and breathtaking driving experiences, elevated by Japan's unique car culture. So we knew from the start that we wanted to deliver the most compelling and authentic game possible. To help us create those experiences in-game, we sought out advice and insight from people who've lived with Japanese car culture their entire lives.
As someone who grew up in Los Angeles and Tokyo, both cities known for car culture, I developed a passion for cars early. I've also worked extensively supporting creative collaborations between Japanese and Western video game studios. Over the course of production, I had many conversations with the team about the nuances and the
Be fine with
details
the
of
new
Japanese
Ice Age.
culture and how to reflect these in Forza Horizon 6. As an example, when we discussed naming options for the player home at Tokyo Docks, we discussed the building number, picking 7 and 8 because those 2 numbers are considered fortunate in Japan. In fact, these numbers are also part of a well-known Japanese proverb, Nana Korobi Yaoki, which means never give up.
When our team builds a Forza Horizon game, we focus on the essence of the place, what makes it special and unique. At the start of production, our team traveled to Japan to capture reference for everything. Time lapses of real Japanese skies, photogrammetry of trees and geology, scans of roads and buildings, and things as simple as water kickup.
It's
and the way
also
fallen cherry
lately,
blossoms respond to passing
it's a
cars.
bad time to like pizza, right?
From these references, we then
no
work to
more
capture the
liking
soul of those
pizza
places,
for a long time.
adapting it for Horizon's open-world gameplay. And since Japan is home to driving
Oh, but-
experiences unlike anywhere else,
If
that
you've
process
been paying
begins with the
attention
roads.
to that.
Inspired by the C1 Loop, Ginkgo Avenue, and mountain passes, like Mount Haruna and Bandai Atsuma. Then we layer in the details around them, creating a world where every road leads to discovery. For this game, we built our biggest urban area yet. Our Tokyo city is 5 times larger than anything we've designed before, with multiple districts, each with a unique identity. We work to create a city
I'd love
where
to
every
travel
road,
to that side
every
of the world
corner, and
one
every
day.
shortcut is fun to
Oh,
drive and a
Horizon
delight to
Festival.
explore.
Seasonal change in Japan is dramatic, and these changes are widely celebrated.
What's
in
her
local
favorite
culture.
candy?
We've captured that in game so
Don't
that
tell
you'll
me
see
it's
those changes
Werther's,
reflected
because
in
I
the
like
world around you as you
Werther's
explore.
candy. I hope it's
That
not.
sense of exploration
Oh, I
is at the
haven't
heart
had
of the
nerds
game.
in years.
Everything
I
you
almost
find on your
forgot
road trip
about
in
that
Japan
one.
is something for
And
you to
that
collect.
sucks.
Cars,
Yeah, I remember
houses,
liking nerds. Because
landmarks,
didn't it like
mascots, and more. All
was it
tracked
nerds
in
that
your adventure
popped in your
journal.
mouth? Was that am I thinking of the same one? I can picture the nerds
Japan's
box,
car
but I
culture
just
is one
can't
of the reasons
remember
we've been
if
so
it was the
excited for this
popping
location.
ones,
And Forza
or if it
Horizon
was
6
just
will
regular
feature more than
candy.
550 cars at launch.
I
Those
think we
cars
used
will
to call
have
it
new
like
body
pop
kits,
rocks or something.
new Forza Aero, and the ability to paint liveries on windows.
But I can picture it. It's in a little
We've also
box
fully
like
overhauled
this.
our roster to be better
And
balanced
I
across
think it's
all performance
multicolored,
classes,
if I remember
from D
right.
to our new top-end R-Class for track-focused cars.
Pop Rock. Oh, you mean Pop Rocks was an actual name? I just thought
We've
we
improved
called
how
it
each car
that.
is affected by the world. For example, with new cosmetic tire wear,
I
so
just thought
each
that
car
was
responds
slang.
authentically as you rack up the miles on those iconic Japanese
I don't
roads.
think I ever
With
really
more cars
paid
on day
attention
one
to
than ever before,
the name of
we've also
that
created
box.
new ways to expand your car collection as you explore. Parked on driveways around the world, you'll encounter our new aftermarket cars. They're always bargains and include some extremely rare and unique cars to show off in your garage. We're not
And
just
it's-
bringing classic JDM to life, but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world. And Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them. The GR GT is a race-derived road car that combines motorsport performance with road-going excellence.
It's
Our game
nice,
is the
but
ideal place to
something
experience the
about the
most
hood's
modern
kinda
iteration
setting me
of
off.
Kazoo Racing's relentless pursuit
But
of
it's
Japanese
shiny, it's
engineering
red, it
perfection.
looks good if you don't look at the hood.
Our cars sound better than ever, with greater detail and remastered audio, all brought to life by new acoustic modeling technology, simulating the soundscape of the
Hey,
world.
Black Dragon. John, does that mean you just woke up, or do you not like Forza? Yawn can mean many things. Almost done my 12th tune to 80. Nice, nice. I imagine a lot of people have like so
Music
many
is a
alts
huge
now
part of the
because
Horizon
of Remix,
Festival,
right?
and we're
Remix
curating a
probably
diverse track list from around the world,
that.
including exciting Japanese artists. So
Some of
you
my
can
80s
choose
will get
the perfect
nerfed next
soundtrack,
week.
whether racing, cruising, or drifting.
Yeah, that's normal.
And to complement the
before
visual contrast of our map,
expansions,
we've
so-
captured extensive
Hello,
field recordings
Alonso.
across
How's
all
it
4
going?
seasons in Japan, creating a rich and truly
You're about to
authentic
go to
world
bed.
for you to experience.
I know the stream schedule is very fucked,
In Forza
right?
Horizon 6, you'll have new ways to shape that
Yeah,
world with
this is a
features
call
that
out
let
to
you make a
find out
life
who's
for
our
yourself
night
in Japan.
owls, right?
Our new customizable garages are the perfect place to do
Yeah.
that.
I
You'll
get
find
the
one of
feeling.
these at every player house, big
Let me
enough for
pause.
multiple.
I get the feeling the streams will be a little less of viewership than our norm, but you know, whatever. It's what I can do right now. Yeah. But I get it if some of you guys are like pretty much ready for bed as I go live. Yeah, I I get it. I stay up around 2 to 4 a.m. Right? Yeah, last night was kind of, well, I don't know if you actually went to bed. Like you just said you had to go or something, right? But it did seem unnatural for you. Yeah, cuz you're like me in a lot of senses. I try not to stay up till 4. I try to make it midnight, but you know, yeah. They say it's good for the exercise too. They say apparently because I'm trying to do all the right things when it comes to my fitness, right? And one of the biggest things they say is a full sleep, which I imagine is 8 hours. But my sleep is usually 4 hours. I track it on my watch. So now that I've started tracking my sleep on my watch, I'm discovering I sleep a lot less and I wake up a lot more through the night. Yeah. But they say it helps with, you know, weight loss, right? So I'm trying to be a good girl and be in bed by midnight. But, I am a night owl. Like, you guys have known that for a while. Like, I have, our stream started when I first started streaming, 10 years ago. I would go live at 6, like we don't do that right now, but we usually go live at 6. And back then I wouldn't even stop stream till like 3. Yeah. I ain't a night owl. Kids that wake me up at 6. Kids is how I became a night owl. I was good before that. But then, single mom, kids waking up at different times, like, yeah. And then you just get used to it, right? Yeah. It's kind of like my the eating one meal a day. That's something I got used to as well, because I've been doing that since 13. So yeah, a lot of my habits actually come from, I don't know, teenager to like 25, and they're just adapted now. That's because I had to collect trash for trash pickup at 4 a.m. What? Why at 4 a.m.? What the hell? Get recycles outside in 20, was that 20 Celsius or something, or in some cold weather? That's what time trash truck arrives? At 4 a.m.? Can't you just put the trash out before bed? That's what we do. You said recycle, though, didn't you? Yeah, I guess it depends where you live, because I know over here, putting recycles out at nighttime, yeah. He did say trash. Okay, because I know over here there are some people you got to worry about if you're gonna put, stuff out, hours before the truck comes. I'd have to go to the fridge, see what my recycle day is. I hate the way they do things now, right? Before it was just like weekly trash day, take your own recycles in. And now it's now you need like 3 bins for all your shit. I don't care that much.
Cars where you can freely decorate the entire space. And when you're done, you can invite your friends over to see what you've built. But the ultimate place to express your creativity is the estate. This mountain valley starts off completely empty and overgrown, but once you unlock it, you can build and decorate directly in the open world here. And anything you construct is permanent and visitable by your friends. Our teams are fully committed to Forza Horizon being the open-world driving game for everyone. We'll be carrying forward all of our accessibility features from previous games. We'll also be adding in new options like proximity radar for competitive players and auto drive for players who want to lean back and appreciate the world in motion. Our major new accessibility feature is customizable high contrast mode, making the open world of Japan visually accessible to everyone. No matter how you and your friends play, you can customize Forza Horizon 6 so you can play together.
Japan is world-renowned
you could
for its
always
car
play
meets,
together,
like
buddy.
Daikoku. And inspired by these experiences, Forza Horizon 6 will include new
so popular.
open-world car meets. These are places where you can show off your cars and characters, download tunes and liveries, and even buy
Why
a
is
copy of the
everything
cars you
now
see.
player
Then
housing?
head out together to
Right.
explore, where you'll find classic events like street races and our new Toge battles, iconic nighttime races down Japanese mountain passes. There's more to do in the open world than ever before, with new shared experiences like Horizon time attack circuits. These are seamlessly part of the open world, with no loads, no matchmaking, just a truly social experience with you, your friends, and the in-world leaderboard. Playing together is easier and more rewarding than ever. Forza fans are incredibly creative, making everything from liveries to race events and scenic locations to explore. To support your creativity, we've added the ability to start building from anywhere, as well as loads of other player-requested improvements, all of which are also available in the estate and the customizable garage. We also know you love to collaborate, so in Forza Horizon
I'm
6,
not a fan
we're
of the
making
building stuff
fully
because
multiplayer. In Horizon Collab, you and
I
your friends can
destroy
build
things.
anything you can imagine together.
Like, yeah. I just
From
give me
everyone
a
here
drivable
at
map
Playground Games
because if
and
I have to
Turntable
build
Studios,
it,
we hope you've enjoyed this first look.
there's
at
gonna be
some of the new
places
features we've
that
been
the car
working
can't
on,
get
and
to.
that you're as excited as we are for
like,
the game.
yeah.
We'll be launching on Xbox and PC on the 19th of May. If you're a Forza fan on PlayStation, we'll be welcoming you to Japan later this year
Right.
when our PlayStation version
Yeah.
is ready. For now, though, stay tuned for more
The
updates
only thing
about the
I've
game
truly
over the coming
built
months. And
in games is housing. Yeah, like, with Animal Crossing and, all that stuff. I like building houses and decorating them and stuff like that. But anything else I suck at. I remember a few years back, well, this is probably closer to 10 years actually, but Zoo Tycoon, my friend Mark had bought it for me, and it was kind of the first real building game that I'd played, and I was having a lot of fun with it. I had the animals, I had the zoo, and then I fucked something up, and the game wouldn't let me get more animals, and it wouldn't let me place the animals anywhere. Like, it just wouldn't let me do anything. And that was the end of Zoo Tycoon, and I was a little pissed. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely more the fighter, I like to just go into a game, kill shit, and yeah. My friend Mark, he's the builder. He likes, like you mentioned, SimCity. He likes SimCity. One of his favorite games, or probably the favorite game, is that Civilization. He's played pretty much every single one of those. Like, I can't do it though. Yeah. I'm just not good at those building type games. I'm good for the first hour. Yeah. Yeah.
thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you in Forza Horizon 6 as we discuss.
I think it's because I need a foundation, right? Because I was good at building in Animal Crossing, but they kind of like set you up, right? And then you just go. But in these other building games, like, everything is so very important. If you block off, the water system, people are fucked, and like, yeah, that's why I can't do those games, because people starve and no one will have electricity, and yeah, it'd just be a shit town.
Cover Japan together.
Oh, now we're talking. Well, of course that's where they end it. Of course. That's gonna be a $100 Canadian game. They all are now. Every game is like a 90 Canadian dollars now. I hate it. Like, let's go back to when, you know, when the normies
皆さん
didn't
こんに
play
ちは。
games,
ゲームフ
right?
リークのゼネラルプ
Back
ロデューサ
then,
ー
games
大
were
森茂で
40.
す。
But
ここ
now
は
that
東京にある
everyone
ゲームフリ
plays
ークのオ
games,
フィスです。
they're like fucking 90
ビースト・オ
now.
ブ・リンカネーションはかつてない新しい体験を作り出すことに主眼を置いたゲームフリーク独自の取り組みギアプロジェクトから生まれた新しい挑戦です。これまでもポケットモンスターシリーズのほかソリティバ、ギガレッカーなどさまざまなオリジナルゲームタイトルを世に送り出し常に新しいアイデアや世界観の構築に挑戦しています。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはまさに新しい体験ができるゲームです。遠い未来文明崩壊後の汚れに侵食された日本、そして一人と一匹のアクション RPG というゲームプレイで構築されています。この美しくも過酷なビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界で皆さんにも臨場感あふれる冒険を味わっていただくことができればと心から願っています。
これまではポケットモンスターシリーズでバトルプランナーやサウンドマネージャーを務めてきました。ただ新しいゲームに挑戦したいという強い衝動もずっとあったんです。
He's injured. Like, what the
最
hell?
初は黙々とそのゲームで得られる感覚を自分の心に問いかけることから始めていました。世界観もキャラクターもゲームデザインも決めずにただどんな感覚がいいんだろうと探っていました。そうしているうちに
Game Freak,
ぬく
the
もり、
makers of
頼もしさ、
Pokemon. I never
そして
knew
寂し
who
さが入り
made
混じったような感覚が
Pokemon.
最もしっくりきたんです。
I
自分の
don't
心に
like
反応しました。
But cool,
隔離された
cool.
主
I
人公エ
would
マと
never
こ
have
の世界を一緒に
expected
旅して
someone
いく
who
残
made
りのある相棒
this
クーもその過程
made
で生まれました。
Pokemon. You know?
古島からビースト・オブ・リンカネーションのコンセプトを聞いてとても興味を惹かれすぐに参加しようと心に決めました。長年ゲームフリークではポケットモンスターシリーズを通じて生き物やパートナーを描いてまいりました。しかし今回のプロジェクトでは過酷な世界を相棒と共に旅をするという体験を目指しています。汚れと呼ばれる寄生植物が蔓延している世界がかつての文明の廃棄を覆い尽くすほどまでに植物が生い茂った過酷な環境となっており
The ghost
ダ
of
イナミック
games
な移動
meets
が要求されま
Pokemon.
す。このような経緯で地を張って自由に操ることのできる鶴のような神をエマの能力にすることになりプロトタイプも出来上がってきました。そしてそれがエマという人物のバックグラウンドとキャラクターデザインを形作っていったんです。
これまでゲームフリークは動植物や自然と真摯に向き合ってきました。形状を自由に変えられて武器のように鋭くなりつつも美しい、そんな中核となるモチーフとして植物を選びました。
Damn.
ただ単に美しい植物を風景で表現するだけではなく遊びにも植物を取り入れました。しっくりとくるモチーフを見出しゲームデザインとモチーフを紐付けることはポケットモンスターシリーズの開発を通じて培ってきた重要なステップです。モチーフが決まった段階でコンセプトアーティストの幸田一馬さんご協力のもとこの世界のビジュアルを形作っていくことにしました。エマとクーの姿を思い描いた時自然に支配される世界の舞台として日本がぴったりだと考えました。日本の昔から続く山々に囲まれた自然豊かな風景と SF が入り混じった世界をエマとクーが歩く姿を自然にイメージできました。さらに植物をモチーフとした重要な存在として植物と動物が融合した生物でもある腐植体も出来上がっていきました。
It's
腐植体のデザインは
Shadowlands.
当時私が注目していたデジタルアーティストの森田裕樹さんにお願いすることにしまし
It's
た。
Ardenworld.
世界の舞台を作ると同時にエマとクーの物語を作り上げていきました。ストーリーの舞台は西暦4026年の日本です。はるか昔に発生した汚れという名の寄生植物の影響で人類の大半が消滅した後の世界です。エマは腐植体を借りその汚れを自分の体に封じ込めることができるという特別な能力を持っています。 ただそれがゆえにエマは恐れられ、人々が住むコロニーから隔離され暮らしています。エマと彼女の相棒となるクーは日本の東の地で出会います。そのクーの目的がこのゲームの謎の一つでもあります。
名前は何だ？
クーだ。
クーから目を離さない方がいい。
ああ、分かってる。封じ後エンバー、お前に輪廻の獣討伐の命を下す。
都に迫る輪廻の獣を討伐するにはエマとクーの力を強化していく必要があります。そのためにこの世界に存在する
I have to pause it because they're not speaking English, so I need to read. Pokemon fans have been complaining since the reveal trailer for this game. This one? Along the lines of, we get a super buggy, bad-looking game and this is what you can make. They're complaining about this one? It looks good to me. It looks like a game I'd play. I always was really, like, interested in games like, you know, like I compared it to Ghost of, like, I like those kind of games. I just, I never get to them. One of these days we'll play one. But I always wanted to. I think they look great. And yeah, Pokemon's all collecting, right? That part's kind of weird to put into a game kind of like this, but I imagine Pokemon players are probably a lot like WoW players in a sense, in the fact that maybe the complaint comes from the fact that it's not cartoony, because Pokemon is, they're used to that cartoony vibe, kind of like WoW players are used to a cartoony vibe, which is why I always laugh when they mock it for looking like Disney, because it always kind of looked like Disney. But, it just looks a little more like it nowadays. So they're saying Pokemon is super buggy and bad, looking about 50% of the time nowadays for release. Oh, okay. I feel like that's most games now, right? Nothing releases great anymore.
する強力な腐食体、主を討伐し、その力を取り込んでいくことになります。汚れを封じることができるエマにしかできない特別な役目です。腐食体はこの世界の F の対象であり、最も象徴的な存在です。汚れに寄生されて巨大化していった生物たちです。エマとクーが戦う強力な敵です。腐食体は汚れを吐き、その巨体で世界を蹂躙していきました。腐食体の中でもひときわ大きい主と呼ばれる存在は、植物を操り自身の支配地域に汚れの森を呼び出します。汚れの森に入ると周囲の環境がガラッと変わります。手強い腐食体が襲いかかり、プレイヤーの行く手を阻むのです。そしてこの世界にはゴーレムというもう一つの勢力があります。ゴーレムは過酷な世界を生き残るため、かつての人間が魂を機械の体に転送した姿です。2000年の間に凄まじい戦闘技術を身につけましたが、一方で魂は劣化してしまっていて暴走しています。
エマとクーはさまざまな人物と出会います。長い旅をサポートするブラッド、カグラであったり、あとはクナイというエマと同じように腐食体を連れた剣士とも巡り合います。
とどめはきちんとさせる。
エマとクーは同じく汚れの力を宿していて、互いにその力を影響させ合いながら戦います。例えばエマが敵の動きを見極め攻撃を受け流すと、クーに力がたまり開花技という強力な効果を持った技を発動できます。そして開花技を放てば、さらに次のアクションの選択肢に幅が広がります。例えばある開花技を使うと エマは彼岸花の大輪を咲かせ、その大輪に跳躍して兜割りを行うことができます。また別の開花技を使えば敵を縛り、エマの強力な闘技を敵に叩き込むことができます。開花技の選択中は時間がスローになり、考える時間が生まれます。ターンベースの RPG コマンドのように考えることになります。スキルを磨くほどにエマとクーの連携は研ぎ澄まされていきます。互いに補い合う関係で2人は常につながっているんです。エマとクーにはそれぞれスキルツリーがあり、エマが行動すればクーに影響を与え、クーが行動すればエマに影響が与えられるようにしました。またエマとクーの親密度が上昇するにつれて装備できるスキルも多くなります。さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。さらにエマとクーを結びつける霊秘石やエマが受け流しを行った際に発動する刀の効果を重ねていくことなどで、より奥深い戦闘ができるようになっています。遠距離だけで戦う人もいれば、ステルスだけで戦う人もいますし、常にエマで戦闘を仕掛ける人もいれば、クーを先行させて戦わせる人もいます。エマとクーでどのような装備でどのような霊秘石と組み合わせて戦うのか、プレイヤーの皆さん次第です。皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか、今からとても楽しみです。
はるか昔に
You didn't come in with this
汚れの
knowledge? What the
美しく
fuck,
も過酷な
Draco?
新たな世界、企画構想から6年間
I thought you were
私たちは
pro
この世界に
Pokemon.
数えきれない秘密や奥深い魅力を散りばめることに全力を注いできました。すべてのプレイヤーの皆さんにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界を体験していただける日が待ちきれません。本作は今年の夏 Xbox、PC
I'd say, like, I hope it goes well for them, because one thing that, you know, I always wished Blizzard would do is this kind of exact thing that they're doing right here, because they're, you know, they're known for Pokemon. This is quite different from Pokemon. And I like when teams go out of their element, you know, out of their element and then hopefully succeed. Yeah.
としてプレイステーションでリリースされます。
And like,
さら
come
に
on, everyone
ビースト・オブ・リ
loves
ンカ
these
ネーショ
kind
ン
of
は
games,
発売初
right?
日から
Like,
Xbox
well, maybe not
ゲームパ
everyone,
スでプレイ
but
可能です。
there is a
ぜ
huge
ひウィッシュリスト
community
にご登録くだ
that
さい。
backs up these
ゲームフリ
games.
ークが挑む渾身の新作、どうぞご期待ください。
So they're going the right direction that way. $90 of their games is Pokemon. Oh, 90%. I'm like 90. You guys have $90 games too? I thought it was just me. 90% of their games is Pokemon. They have some randos every once in a while, but randos that never went anywhere. I think you'll always have some people critical of, you know, if they're a Pokemon fan, right? They're gonna hope that the next game is a
hello,
Pokemon
I'm Tim
game.
Schafer, founder and studio head of Double Fine Productions, and this is Elizabeth Larkin, senior tools programmer and junior in-house ceramicist.
But nothing wrong with trying out new things.
At Double Fine, we try to take a little time every so often to create quick
But that's
game
probably
prototypes.
mainly why
Anyone in the
they'd be
company
upset.
can pitch a game idea, and we have a vote on which ones we want to try to make. We forget the projects we're currently working on, basically get amnesia, and we do this for 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. And we build a few of these experimental game prototypes. We call this process Amnesia Fortnight. We've had
Ooh, I
all
like
sorts of great
Amnesia.
ideas come out of this process.
Costume Quest.
It's just like this clay. With a little bit of pressure and creativity, something interesting is created that wasn't there before.
I did pottery
Our next
once.
game
I
came
was
out of
9,
Amnesia Fortnight.
and
It's all
my
about
dad told
encouraging
me
to create
Here,
with
I'll
others.
pause. My dad told me that I needed to get an outdoor activity because I was inside playing video games too much. Big shocker. So So I went to the local community center and I picked a hobby for the summer. And that hobby was pottery. So that summer I would go bike riding and do pottery. Yeah.
And then use what you create
And play games,
to destroy each other.
But outdoors biking and pottery. Uh-oh. All that hard work. That takes a bit to actually make something like that.
Don't worry. It's easy to make a new pot if you're playing Kill, our online multiplayer party brawler.
I do like Double Fine games. Yeah,
we love to explore new and original ideas here at Double Fine, alongside last year's Weird But Chill game Keeper, featuring surreal and dreamlike exploration. And Kill is the other side of that coin, bringing high-energy, expressive multiplayer action.
Was that Figment? No, Figment isn't Double Fine.
You'll get a chance today to see how we're continuing to foster our spirit of creativity with this next game. Derek Brandt spearheaded this pitch, and he's here today to talk about this fully realized Double Fine experience he's leading with his team.
Kiln is a multiplayer party brawler, and it's just as much about the act of trading with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction. We built this game to respond to your creative design choices, as well as your relentless cruelty to anthropomorphized clay pots. I've spent my career as a concept artist, focused on coming up with unique characters and environments at Double Fine. But I also play a lot of action titles, which got me wondering, what would a game look like that included not just the cathartic element of destruction and action, but the equally cathartic act of creation I was familiar with as an artist? I stumbled on the answer one day: what better solution than a pottery wheel? We wanted to give players the ability to create characters out of any shape and to make sure that what you make has a charming, animated personality.
I'm not really
You start off
interested
as
in
a
it,
little helpless
which is a
naked
good
spirit.
thing because this year
You're not capable of much in this state.
we
Thankfully, you
got
are capable
one
of
hell of a
manipulating
game
clay,
list
and
to
a
get
pottery
to.
wheel is the perfect place for the creation of a new body.
and a new expansion.
And when it comes time for destruction, those shapes needed to
So
translate
we can't
into
afford to
capable
be
fighters.
interested
Pots
in
that can
other
compete in
games.
challenges in a way that only pots
Got
can.
too many.
Our game mode, Quench, brings all of that together in a 4v4 combat party
I
atmosphere.
want to say I can't wait till the year that I finally catch up, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I think I might die still having a huge game log. Game backlog. Yeah, but it would be nice if we actually just got caught up, you know? It would be nice. They need to stop bringing out games. These shows need to get canceled.
You and your friends need to balance your pot's shape and abilities with its
Just for a few
capacity
years.
for carrying water into enemy territory. Here, you'll navigate through the environment with your team's unique creations.
Did pottery a few times,
Avoid or
high
destroy
school and
incoming
once in
enemy
college.
warriors.
Yeah, I just did it.
And of course,
well, I
fill your
did
pot
it
up with water
once, but I did it for the whole summer,
to ultimately
right?
douse the enemy's kiln and win the game.
So that qualifies as a few times.
Now keep at it.
Made my dad an ashtray, and that was the first thing I made. And then I made a vase.
With Kiln, we wanted to give players what we know they've always wanted from Double Fine.
And a cup.
A best-in-class pottery
What else
sim,
did I
of
make?
course.
Made a few
With this
things.
strange concept came lots of design challenges, though, because it's a game about pots that have to transform into bespoke ceramic warriors. We had to figure out how to make an art tool, a character builder, and a loadout system all together, while keeping the whole experience approachable for anyone, not just pottery masters. After many iterations balancing simulation with arcade-like simplicity,
With the price of RAM, I could see the downfall of studios making new games. Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens with that. You know, because on one side, they get away with upping those costs because there's a lot of people that, you know, make a decent living playing video games, right? They can afford that shit, and they probably are enough people to keep that afloat. But then there'll be a lot of people that can't, just don't have the funds. And then I guess at the end of the day, it's like, where is gaming if you don't have kids able to game, right? Like, we were all kids when we were gaming, when we started. Well, maybe not everyone, but most real gamers were kids when they just saying. And it's like, you can't take that away from kids, Like, I guess they're console gamers at that point. But it's a sad world when, a parent can't afford to get their kid, a gaming computer because of RAM, Yeah. So I'm interested in seeing where that all goes, if they drop it eventually. And yeah, I live in that world where once I see something rise, I never expect it to drop. Yeah, I've just always, especially in Canada is pricey. Everything costs a lot here, and every time I've seen food go up, it keeps going up. It's never gone back down. Every time I've seen, like, the prices of, utilities, they just keep going up. They never go back down. Like, you're just screwed once you see it go up. So, yeah. And then also, speaking on that, if RAM is pricey for you, like, yeah, there is nothing over here that we pay cheaper prices for than you guys do. Yeah, so yeah.
We landed on a design that lets you feel like...
I think that's one of the toughest parts, is when they raise things, they don't think about the fact that different countries have different, conversion, right? And yeah, like, when I first saw, because you guys have had games for like $40 for quite a while. 90 is new for us now, but we were paying 80 for many years, probably 10 years. And then we were paying 60 for, I was paying $60 for games back when, like, WoW first came out, like early 2000s. Yeah, so it's just always been kind of, I just never thought of it expensive back then. Now I think it's expensive, when I see $90 to $100 games. But then I look at it as, how many hours do I get out of that game? If I end up hating it right off the bat, it was not worth my money. But if I play it for at least a month, then it probably was. I work it out to $1 an hour. If I've, if my $80 game can get me 80 hours of enjoyment, then I call it a good day.
A master potter who can easily make any pottery shape you could dream of, even if you've never seen a potter's wheel. It's weirdly satisfying. We've carefully married the clay technology with the behavior of the sculpting tools and controls to make sure anyone can pick it up in seconds. Refine it with sponges, shapers, and
you
straight
guys
edge
interested
tools to
in
get
this
specific
game?
and
I
make
don't
it
see the
yours.
interest. Maybe you gotta be there. You know how there's some
As you
games
sculpt,
that
you'll notice
just
the
look
game
so
recognizing
dull,
the different shapes you've made.
but then you
It'll
play it
automatically
and you're
detect
just
when you're
hooked.
shaping things like cups, vases, bowls, and
I
many
felt
more.
that way about Minecraft back in the day.
So that means we had to
I
ask
remember,
ourselves,
I'm like,
if I
oh,
was a
that game
vase,
looks boring.
and this vase that I just made was now my body,
And I went and
what can
played
I,
it,
as a vase,
and I, like,
do?
literally the next day had occurred. I like totally lost track of time.
Every pot and
in
kiln
that game.
needs to have a core set of moves fit for a warrior. To run, jump, attack, and roll.
At this point, wish they had
also
a
must
skip
have
to
moves
next
fit for a
game
pot to fill
button,
up
right?
with water and then splash that water
Yeah.
out. Each shape has its own unique way of performing these moves. And because your shape matters, The animation team has taken on a challenge of bringing those different pot shapes to life in surprising ways. In addition to these core moves, each shape also has its own special attack, which we push to be the most fun and over-the-top moments in the game. Cups popping popcorn,
I should go
turning
make some
into
popcorn.
swords, jugs blaring like megaphones, plates flinging pies. Everyone's shape is doing something different and exciting.
As you fight over the water on the battlefield and try to extinguish your opponent's kiln, you'll have to pay attention to each map's unique nuances. Our mantra of shape matters carries over into our maps. We specifically designed our maps to integrate with how
so
you choose
weird
to
for an
play and what
Xbox
pot you
game,
choose to play
right?
as. So you'll see things like secret tunnels that only fit certain size pots, and pathways that are only traversable with certain
Forza
shapes.
made sense. We'll let the Pokemon
You'll
thing
fight on
pass
fractured,
because they're
floating
trying
pieces
something
of
new.
ancient history.
Although
Like an
that felt
ancient
more
Greek
like a
nightclub, fit
PlayStation
for
game,
Dionysus.
just gonna say.
It's even got a dance floor.
And this feels like it could just go on
Navigate
Steam.
Athena's giant strategic war map.
Which I'm
Inflating
sure it
sponge
will be.
warriors
It's,
with
it's
water
Xbox.
to rearrange
They're
the
all over
battlefield
the
to your
place,
advantage.
right?
Fight
But
in the
let's
Egyptian
just
god
pretend
Set's
they're
dingy
still
punk venue,
all
complete with a
exclusive.
mosh pit
Okay?
where only one pot can emerge unbroken.
Leverage your unique creations. Everything from your size, your capacity to carry water, your speed to cross the battlefield, and other choices you can make will define how you want to approach your playstyle. Do you want a team full of large cups, maximizing your dousing potential?
Look that kiln, baby!
Or a team of tiny ninja saucers ready to quickly smash up anything that gets in their way?
Well, the big cups,
Or
obviously.
a unique combination you've discovered that balances power and splashability. If you're skilled enough to end up at the enemy kiln with lots of water, you can unleash a powerful super splash ability that does tons of damage and makes the kiln vulnerable to further attacks, letting you and your team dunk on the enemy kiln to either win big or turn the tide and make a comeback.
And that is how it's done.
At the end of a round, the cycle of creation and destruction loops around again, and now you're back in the wedge, a multiplayer lobby where you can hang at the wheel and make something cool with your friends. You've just earned XP points and chips from battle. Now you can load up on art supplies and expand your pot-making options.
I think of the game being so much about the fighting, but when
Pot
people play
making
it, they just
options?
wanna
Is that
create
what
all
I
day long.
just heard?
Our decoration system was designed to support your creativity. As we
Intrigued.
did with
Give
the
me-
design of
give
the
me more
sculpting process,
info.
We looked to the pottery
I'm
studio for
kidding.
inspiration. We
My
found
pot
ways to
making
translate the
option
experience
days
of
were
adding
over
spouts,
a while
lids,
ago.
and handles, as well as glazing to kiln. Every design choice we made ultimately serves the goal of enabling a near infinite range of possibilities. We can't wait to see
That
what
was
your
too
favorite designs
much
are.
flashing.
It's all about my pizza party themed small jug. It becomes a drill that can dive under enemies, and it pops up with a special delivery of destruction.
I love a medium jug, a simple handle, a 2-layer watermelon glaze, and I'm ready to bring the good vibes into the chaos.
My favorite is the large vase. It has a UFO-like animation, and it's great for team defense.
Is that how you actually
protecting
say
your
it?
base.
I always call it a vase.
Hands down, the best pot shape is a small bowl. It's perfect for sneaking past
But I
enemies.
always say words
Plus,
wrong
its ice cream
anyway.
theme
It's
special
not
is so
even a
cute.
Canada thing.
One of my favorite warrior pots.
I just
has
say
to be the
words
medium
however
base.
I
It's
feel
decently
like
fast for
they're
a lady and
supposed
plans
to
and
be
matches.
said.
The decorations really make it shine. A curved elbow spout, cupid's handle, some spiked charms with a rainbow glaze, and one butt sticker.
What's
You
with
can't
all
go
the
wrong with
rainbow
butt
shit?
stickers.
My favorite pots use the absolute most material possible to make the biggest pots possible. I call it tiny.
Whichever pot you decide to create, whether you're a budding artist or a seasoned gamer, you'll be fulfilling your pottery power fantasies when Kiln launches in spring 2026 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. This is just the beginning of the Pottery Party as we bring regular updates throughout the year with expanded decorations, new activities and game modes, and much more. Creating is more fun together, and we'd love your help sculpting this experience. Be on the lookout to throw down
Hey, wasn't
with
that
fellow
the
Double Fine
Psychonauts
fans
stuff?
and join the Double Fine Action Insiders
I
for
need
an
to
even
finish
earlier
that
look
game.
and a chance to play in our closed beta very soon.
You want me to say it 5 times? That's mean. Am I supposed to? Okay.
I'd say
This game
before
is called
midnight
Kiln,
launches,
an
but
online multiplayer
I don't
party-
think we're gonna
online
make it.
multiplayer
It's so
party brawler, online multiplayer
around
party
the corner.
brawler. I'll never do it twice.
I don't
Okay,
think
okay,
any.
Online multiplayer party.
But my goal is to
Online
finish
multiplayer
uploading
party brawler.
Hogwarts before that expansion pops. If I wasn't going so crazy with the fitness right now, we probably could, because I'd be going live at 6, right? Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive into a game we've been making here for a really, really long time. Fable.
Ooh! Fuck, I loved all the Fable games. I still have
Playground
them.
Games is renowned for fun, immersive, and visually stunning open-world experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre that we are incredibly passionate about. Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new
Don't do 'em
beginning,
wrong.
I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love.
It's always like kind of panic mode when you see a game come back like that and be remade, because like, yeah, don't fuck it up.
At the heart of our game is a simple recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with action, drama, British humor, moral dilemmas, and
Is that how
quite
you
a
say
few
drama?
chickens.
I
All
say
of this
drama.
combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
I think I say it right.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests, bustling villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas. And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the old clock tower,
Man, it's been so
and the
long since
legendary
I've played a Fable
Heroes
game.
Guild.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts.
Played them all,
Rich and
but
poor, nobles and commoners,
but they haven't
royalty
come out
and
with
criminals.
one in so
You'll
long.
spend plenty of time here during the game as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild
Like how
and its
they're
reclusive
saying
guildmaster,
choices.
Humphrey the Golden.
Consonances. It's consequences.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky
And
marshes,
your rep is gonna be tied to
and the
each town.
bleak, windswept
Yeah.
city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted, and richly detailed.
Probably be a 2030 game.
In Albion, heroes are special, different. They're stronger than regular people,
They're more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero
Be the
character
hero
looks.
you gotta
So,
be, guys.
in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars. So the hero you
Not that one
play
either.
represents you.
Okay, that one's more like.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play.
Can you still
through the
get
skills
married
and
in
abilities you
Fable?
learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength,
It's one thing
skill,
I remember
and
doing
will.
in Fable.
Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat, allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents
It looks good.
and large groups of enemies alike.
Oh,
Melee
is it
at the
this
heart
fall?
of our
Shit.
close quarters combat.
Guess they've
We
been
use
working
light
on it
and
for a
heavy
bit.
combos, often knocking enemies off balance
You know,
and executing
honestly,
stylish finishers.
we need to have more games like that. Fuck this telling us about games when you start making them. Do it like this where, you know, it's pretty much done, you know? Like, yeah, I hate when they reveal a game and then every year you're just watching game show after game show until it comes out. Yeah.
Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies.
Oh.
And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
Oh.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight.
I love that you can hear it, right?
Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
Yeah, you can't just do that through that armor.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit
DNA
and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting. So much more.
Oh,
When
here we
talk to
go.
people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion and the things you can do with them.
The bar.
Or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villages and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Romancing a villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Yeah.
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion. Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people, having a bunch more kids, probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
And this game within a game is unique to
I do vaguely remember a reveal trailer, but it was so long ago, right? Like 6 years ago. So that's what I mean. Like, you just, you know, don't even tell us and then just drop it when it's ready to release. Yeah, because then you gotta wait, you know? If you know about it, then you're anticipating. But if you don't know about it, then it's a nice surprise and then boom, you're gaming in like a year. Yeah. That's after they said they had been working on it 2017, so I hope it won't be buggy. The worst part is when they work on this game for like ever, and then it's just shit when it comes out. We've seen so many of those lately. You know, like, did you hear the news of Ashes of Creation already being closed down? Like, the game is like being shut down, I believe. And Buddy like sold it to some other people, and that game was backed by Kickstarter, I believe. Yeah, so and people like no offense to my own MMO crowd, but man, the MMO crowd is so desperate for a new MMO that they will back up every single MMO that ever gets built. If you guys want some money, just go and make any MMO. Doesn't even have to be good. People will back it up and then you just fuck them over in the end. Like, because that's literally what they do, right? All these people making all this bank and then their game doesn't even, if it comes out, it's shit. And yeah, and MMOs, they're pricey. Like, yeah, every time I see someone try with those, I know damn straight they're gonna fail. Like, you're trying to be WoW. WoW has built its game over 21 years now. And even longer with Warcraft being, their story, but World of Warcraft itself, 21. And yeah, like, yeah, just a prime example. I went off on a tangent there, but just an example of the fact that, there's just so many games that just don't pan out. Yeah, it's just worse with MMOs because MMOs they're practically impossible to keep affording, like when you're developing it, like you need so much fucking money. Yeah, it's not one of your everyday games. And I just think it's funny that all these people back up all these projects and then they go nowhere. And do you get refunds? No. Right? Exactly. Obviously I was kidding about that. I am not a fan of fucking people over, but yeah, you're right. There have been a lot of people that, yeah, I was just joking, but people do actually do that. And it's not just MMOs, right? There's lots of games that just get backed up. Kickstarter is such a huge thing, and I've never understood it. I've never backed a game myself. There was one game I kind of wanted to, but I'm glad I didn't because literally it has not come out yet. And they've been working on it for like 10 years. So I'm glad that, like, just word of advice, don't back any games because chances are your money will just be down the tubes, Like, there's one here and there that pans out, but are you still playing it years down the road? Probably not. Yeah.
Fable, it's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population.
Plus, I'm a huge fan of, well, I don't know if fan's the right word, but I'll just put it out point blank. If you don't have the finances to make a game, don't make a game, right? It's not like these people that made these great games that we grew up with had some Kickstarter they could go to, Like, if you can't afford to do it, then don't fucking do it. Don't rely on all these people to pay your way, more or less. Yeah. Like, there was one where it was game based on a plushie line they made. The game never came out, if I remember right. The plushies for pledge levels got delivered, but never the game. Well, at least you got the merch. I guess there's at least that. At least you got the merch. But yeah, what are you supposed to do? You go to your grandkids or whatever, and you're like, hey, this is a plushie I got for backing a game up that never came out. Yay.
There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
Then
I get so buy a house in this game.
Spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations
I'm gonna buy a house, and then I'm gonna marry a blacksmith, and he's gonna make my weapons, and then he'll stay home with the kids while I go out fighting. There's tons of guys that like doing the whole stay at home thing, right? So yeah, he'll be okay. I feel like nowadays there's more stay-at-home men than there is stay-at-home women. Like the women work and the men take care of the kids now. It's kind of funny. You two can stock each unique NPC in the game, right?
And interact with
Stock
them in
to
loads
love.
of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed
Working
they
hard
sleep
or
in
barely
is in a
working?
house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff you do affects what they think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive.
That would be me. Legend and impressive.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too.
Is that all
But we
fake
have a slightly
fruit,
different
buddy?
take on it.
For us, morality isn't black and
That
white.
was rude.
There are lots of grey areas.
But if it's
And
an
importantly,
achievement, I'll do
morality
it.
is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game
Man,
too.
it's $1 million home.
Everything you do earns you a reputation.
Oh, it's a business. Never mind.
And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them. They'll love you or hate you for the choices you make. And they will always tell
Everyone
you why.
hates the rich people.
Although,
Let's be
usually
real.
from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you.
They're
But the
too
people of Albion
privileged
will,
to be liked.
loudly.
Imbecile.
Your reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, Your Choices Change the World. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village
Oh,
who
and
discovers
you
a
gotta
magical
kill him?
growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him.
Yep.
If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farm.
This is exactly how I end up being on the dark side of every game, because I always choose to kill them. And then, and then people dislike you, people hate you. Yeah. This is exactly how I have always ended up on the dark side of every game where you have choices. Yeah, I've never been on the good side. I try to, but it never happens. Yeah, even when I think I'm making the good decision, it turns out it was the bad decision. Yeah.
Land just outside of town for the rest of the game.
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also
I would be
affect what a lot
disappointed
of the
if
villagers
Chicken
think
Kicker
about
was
you.
an achievement,
Especially
right?
Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
Man, I'm getting that.
At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026.
Oh.
From all of us here, thanks for watching.
You know, autumn is actually a great season to release it because it's kind of like an autumn game, right? Yeah, that's great. I don't know if that was intentional, but... Oh, is it over now?
This is a multiplayer party brawler and is just as much about the act of creating with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons we've been so excited for this location. Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。
You can be the hero you
As if
want
you
to
could
be,
just
through
take
the way
that
you
guy
play,
down.
through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
It's like, do you ever feel like it's just so unrealistic, some of these fighting? Not that gaming is realistic at all, but just like... Thanks for watching. You're welcome. Okay. We got one more, but I gotta swap YouTube. Because, well, you guys know me. I like being all specific, I guess. I don't know what the word is. My favorite read on Reddit was one on Fable that thought eating baby chickens was just something British people did when they first played it as a kid. Could have worded that better. Yeah, you worded it pretty good. Okay. Goodbye, YouTube. I am going to close out the stream. Twitch and Kick will stay. We're just swapping to the next show. So if you want to watch the Nintendo Direct, it'll go live in a minute. Well, a few minutes for YouTube. See ya, YouTube.